Well, I thought the level of defensive intensity at both ends of the floor was very high. And getting baskets were hard to come by. And you can see at halftime both teams with 23 points. And I didn't think it was because we were playing bad offense. I thought it was because both teams were defending well. In the second half, we were able to get some really key baskets from like four different guys right at the end of the game. Luke Hancock had that spinning layup. Ryan Pearson got an inside bucket. Cam Long went to the basket, got fouled, and then Cam hit Andre Cornelius in the corner for a three. And at the other end of the floor, I thought Louis Birdsong's defensive intensity, shot blocking, hustle, he was everywhere. And I know you guys asked a question about him. I think really what has transpired is for the first 10 games, Lou was playing at the three, almost exclusively. And during the course of his career, he's played mostly at the four. And that adjustment is not easy, and he was struggling, and we had freshmen that I was trying to get playing time for, so we were able to play a lot of different guys some minutes. Most recently, we moved Lou back to the four, and he's practiced very well. And even though he didn't get in against Old Dominion, some of it has to do with circumstance. Like tonight, the circumstance was Ryan Pearson picked up 2 early fouls. Kevin Foster played for a while, but then he got tired. We went with Lou as the sub for Kevin. And when he played so well, it earned him that nod in the second half to go with him pretty early. Although we played an unusual lineup with Ryan and Lou at the 4-5 for like the last 5.5 minutes. And it seemed to work.
Coach, do you like the poise from the free throw line, 14 for 18 in the second half, especially down the stretch?
Yeah, I thought both teams were really focused. And, you know, their kids, and Chaz Williams was like terrific going to the basket, you know, getting steals, end-to-end action. And I think our guys, we came ready to play. We had a very good shoot around today. And so when it came down to crunch time, we were very, very focused. We had been there and stayed there throughout the game. And so guys stepped up and made their free throws, I think, because they felt good about themselves.
How concerned are you about the rebounding, especially offensively?
It hurts. And, you know, we were able to do actually a better job against a bigger Old Dominion team than we were tonight against a more scrappy Hofstra team. And it's something we have addressed every day in practice, and we will continue. Hopefully, you know, before too long, it'll become a strength. But right now, it's an area that needs improvement.
Is that positioning, effort? What are you working on there?
There are a number of different things, but I'll never forget Billy Packer telling a story about Coach John Wooden with Bill Walton in the audience. And Billy was asked, who's the greatest college coach of all time? And he said a lot of great coaches, but one guy that I thought his teachings lasted forever was John Wooden. And he said, hey, Bill, what's the first rule of rebounding? Can you imagine this now? This was just like a year ago, 2 years ago. It had been 35 years since Bill Walton played for John Wooden. And Walton got up and said, the first rule in rebounding is assume every shot will miss. And that's what guys have to do. You've got to prepare yourself for the ball to miss and you to get it. So you got to assume it's going to miss. You got to block your man out, but that still is not enough. You got to chase the ball down and anticipate where it's going to go. And we have some guys who do it better than others, but it's definitely an area that still needs work.
How about the defense for you guys after the Lester dunk? Did you say something to the guys about the interior defense?
I was saying stuff the entire game, But, there were some terrific defensive plays. Those 2 blocks that Greg Washington had on Mike Morrison's dunk attempts, those were big time. And then Ryan Pearson's battling inside and finishing inside. Those are big time plays. You got guys who are all over each other. So we made some big plays. They made some big plays. Fortunately for us, we made like 1 or 2 more.
Is that kind of the defense brings your offense kind of is that what you're looking for?
Well, the one thing about your opportunities, if you're constantly taking the ball out of bounds, you get no fast breaks. There are some teams, Michigan State and Carolina come to mind, that can get fast breaks after the other team scores. They already sit up after every basket. But we're not able to do that, at least not at this point. And if we get stops, rebounds, steals, we had 12 steals tonight, a lot of those end up being fast breaks. One of the big plays of the game was Mike Morrison's deflection of the lob pass to end the half. Luke Hancock picking up the loose ball, going coast to coast, and throwing around the back pass to Cam Long for a dunk. I mean, you don't get many of those. You saw how tough it was to get a basket at the half-court level, so if you can get it before the defense gets back, you're in good shape.
You have to be pleased to be 3-0 CAA play.
Yeah, it's very early in the season. I mean, obviously, you want to take care of business at home. We've had 2 home games in the last 48 hours, but now we got to go on the road and play a very good Northeastern team. So now we've got to prepare for that. Did they win? They beat.
At VCU. Yep.
They won at VCU. They won last year at VCU. So we know they're tough.
Jim, one more thing. Y'all did a great job on Jenkins. Was anybody instrumental in that in particular? What you trying to
Yeah,
do?
the whole 5 guys guard Jenkins. Not one guy can do that. He is very, very tough. I think he's an NBA caliber player. And it takes a whole team of guys to. We played Cam Long on him, Isaiah Tate on him, Sherrod Wright on him, Lewis Birdsong on him, and Ryan Pearson on him. That's what it takes. A lot of guys, a lot of teamwork. Thank you.
Thanks, Coach.